Okay, so let's just start with our ankles today. So we'll warm up from our ankles. So placing our hands on our hips, lifting one leg up, let's just circle our foot around. Good, and then change the direction of that circle. And then changing legs, so lifting the other leg up, let's just circle that ankle, loosen off into that joint. And then change the direction. Good, super. Okay, from here, we're gonna go into a side stretch. So nice deep breath, reach up towards the ceiling and then come over into your side stretch. Inhale, come back up to this top, and then exhale, come back down. Good, nice deep breath in, and out, in, and out. Good, again, in. Really big side stretch, over, in, and out. Good. In, and stretch, and in, and good. Let me just do one more on each side, in, and out, in, and out, and last one, in, and out, and in. Good, and then we'll go into some rotation, so taking the arms across the chest, keeping those hips facing forwards, inhale. As you exhale, let's go over to one side, and then inhale, come back to the center, and exhale over to the other side, and then inhale, come back to the center. Good, so nice deep breath in and out as you rotate, really trying to stretch through that spine, so really feel like you're working into your lower back, keeping your hips where they are. Trying to get a little bit further each time. Good, let's do one more on each side. Super, bringing the arms down, let's do some big shoulder rolls, loosen up into those shoulders. Good, and then take them in the other direction. Good, and then let's finish with the neck. So just taking the head over to one side, really let those arms drop nice and heavy. Just take the head over for a moment, stretch down the side. Good, and then over to the other side. And then you're just going to link your fingers, place your hands behind your head. I just want you to bring your chin towards your chest, just relax those elbows forward. So we're just feeling a stretch coming through the back of the neck into the upper spine. Good, just holding this position. Good, and then lift up and come back to the top. Perfect. Let's go into our tightrope walk. So let's just get our balance going. Placing one foot in front of the other. Think about finding your position first. So lengthen through the lower back, drawing up at the front. Keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. Once you've found that nice stable position, start to transfer the weight from one foot to the other. Imagine you've got a book on your head. So really trying to keep your balance, not moving from side to side or forwards or backwards. Trying to keep nice and still as you walk down. And then reverse, going backwards. Good. And then forwards. Really trying to keep that balance and really think about going through the feet. So start by placing the heel down, then try and get the ball of the foot and then the toes. Good. And then just finishing off this one. And then coming back into the center. Super. Okay, let's again go with one foot in front of the other. So whichever foot is in front, I don't mind which one you want to start with. You're going to take both arms in front of you. Now you're going to rotate over that front leg. So if your right leg is in front, you're going to go to the right side. Bringing the arms in front of you, keeping that spine nice and long. So we're going to rotate over to one side. So exactly like we did in the warm-up section, but we've just changed our foot. So we're going to do 8 to one side. So you're going to keep going over that front leg, 8 times on one leg, and then we'll change. Try and get a little bit further each time. Again, keeping those hips square. So watch you're not rotating the whole body. You want the hips to remain forwards and just rotating the upper body. So we're really working into that spine. What's up? And one more on this side. Lovely. And then change onto the other. What did you hear? Okay, onto the other side. Hold on 1 second. So placing your other foot in front, finding your balance, reach the arms forwards, and then when you're ready, again, you're going to rotate over that front leg. And then come back. And then again, over that front leg. Let's do 8 on this side. Get out now. Good, keeping those hips facing the front. Good. I think we've got one more to go. And then coming back to the center, good. Bringing the arms down, just give the arms a little bit of a shake. And then we're just going to finish off with a little bit of leg work. So a 3-point toe touch, so still focusing on that balance. So you're going to lift one leg up into tabletop. Now I'll show you from the side. You're just going to slightly bend your bottom leg as you touch the toes on the floor. Then you're going to stretch and bring the leg back to the top. From here, you're going to take the leg out to the side. So again, a slight bend. Now just check that this knee stays over the toes. We're not going in or out with that knee. Then we're going to bring it back up to the top. Good. And then again, taking it behind us. And then in. Good. Same leg. So we go forwards, to the side, and to the back. Good. That's 2. We're going to do 3 more on this side. Stretch that leg and bend. Good. Really work on that knee. 2, to the back. Oh, that's my balance. Good. 2 more. In and up. And out and up. Good. To the back. Let's try for 1 more. Forwards. Side. And back. Good. Bringing the leg in. Give the legs a good shake. And then we'll change onto the other side. So when you're ready, lifting the leg up. And toe touch forwards. And up. And side. And up. And back. Good. And forwards. This is number 2. To the side. Good. Really trying to keep that supporting leg, the knee of that supporting leg really stable. It will move side to side slightly. We're really working on that stability. Good. 2 more on this side. So we go forwards and up. We go to the side. And to the back. Good. Let's do 1 more on this side. Forwards. Side. And back. And then just give those legs a really good shake. Super, very nice. Okay, let's go into our roll downs. So nice and tall to start with. Think about that posture. Watch that our pelvis is not in an anterior tilt. So you're really lengthening through that lower part of the spine. Take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring the chin to the chest. We're going to roll down through the spine. Good. 1 vertebra at a time. Once you get to the bottom, really think about inhaling into that lower back. So nice big inhale. And then start to make your way back to the top. Good. Nice deep breath in at the top. And then exhale, chin to chest. Really try and curve that spine as much as you want. Make those arms really heavy as you roll down. Good, nice deep breath in. And then pull yourself back up to the top. Good. And in. And chin to chest, rolling down. Good. Nice deep breath in. And then good. So on our next one, we're going to head all the way down to the floor. We're going to come onto our hands and our knees to start with. So when you're ready, rolling all the way down. onto your hands and your knees. Good. So once you're in this position, checking that your hips are right on top of those knees and your shoulders are right on top of those wrists. Just checking that you're not hyperextending through those arms. So try and get the insides of your elbows to face each other. And we're going to go into a cat and cow to start with. We're going to do quite a bit of spine stuff today. So we're going to go belly button to spine into that cat position. Nice deep breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to go into that cow. So you're going to press, arch through that back, lift up towards the ceiling. Good. And again, nice deep breath in. And then exhale as you go. Good. So as we do this, although it's a nice stretch for the back, really think about your pelvis. Do you move your pelvis from side to side? Or does it stay nice and still as you go from one position to the other? So ideally, we would like to keep that pelvis nice and still. So slowing the move down in order to control. Good. So we're going to add a little bit more to this now. So we're going to curl up into that cat position as far as we can and really think about tucking that pelvis. So really tucking that pelvis down and underneath. In this position, you're going to rock slightly backwards. If you need to move your hands, moving your hands as if you're going to go and sit down onto your heels, but you can't because your spine is really stretching. Feel that stretch, then walk yourself back to the center and then come out into that cow position. Good. So we inhale, exhale as you just sit back towards those heels. If you need to walk those hands, feel free, chin to chest. Inhale, walk yourself back and then exhale into that. We're just going to do 2 more of these. Inhale. Exhale, walk back. Inhale and hold. Exhale. Into that cat. Cow, sorry. One more time. In. Curve that spine. Walk yourself slightly backwards, back to the center, and then into that cow. Good, super. Just sit back into your child's pose. Just take a moment to come off your wrists. We're going to go back onto our all fours position in a moment. So just give your wrists a little bit of a shake, a little bit of a circle. Good, super. So we're going to go into our swim. So opposite arm and leg. We're going to extend out, lengthen through the floor first. Now really think about keeping the shoulders and the hips nice and still. Lift and lengthen up. Again, watch you don't arch into that back. Nice. Lower the arm and leg back down. And then draw back to the start. Going on to the other side. We lift and lengthen. Good. So imagine someone pulling the arm and the leg away from the body. Good. Lengthen. And the opposite arm and leg. Let's do 4 more. Try and hold at the top for a brief moment, catch that balance. So you're using those muscles. 3 more. Good. And last one. Super. Once you finish sitting back onto those heels, reaching those arms forwards for me. Good. Take some nice deep breaths. And then when you're ready, in your own time, we're going to come over to lying on our backs. Super. Oh, apologies, I didn't turn my phone off. Okay, so let's start with our shoulder bridge today. We're just going to have our arms down by our sides. So relaxing through the shoulders. I always have my palms facing the ceiling, but whichever suits you. Placing those feet hip width apart and try and get those heels quite close towards your glutes. Take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to roll through that spine. So really think about scooping the abdominals, tucking that pelvis first, and then start to peel one vertebra at a time, coming up into that shoulder bridge. Now you really want to lengthen the spine at the top. So watch that you don't keep that curved position. Really think about separating the rib cage from the hips, squeezing those glutes. Take a nice deep breath in at the top, and then exhale as you roll down. Good. Nice deep breath in. And exhale as you roll up. Good. Nice deep breath in. And exhale as you come down. Super. So just keep going with that shoulder bridge. Again, really trying to feel like you're working right through that spine. Once you get to the top, again, hold it nicely, engage those muscles, and then lower back down. Good. Checking that the toes are nice and relaxed. So you're not pressing the toes into the floor or lifting them away. They're just nice and relaxed. Good. So we're going to do 4 more of these, nice and slowly. Really getting those spines working. Nice deep breath as you roll up. And down. Three more. Up. Good, nice ladies. Roughly 2 more to go. Once you've finished yours, just bring your knees in towards your chest. Take a moment to relax off. I've got 2 more to go, so I'm just going to finish by 2. And just one more. Exhale. Good. And then draw the knees and relax off. Take a moment. Okay, so we're going to go into a shoulder, it's not a shoulder bridge, we've just done that, an abdominal curl. So taking the arms behind the head, feet are going to be hip width apart. So we're going to do 10 of these. So starting nice and straight, just check your shoulders and your hips are in line. Now, as you come up into your shoulder bridge, you're drawing your rib cage, I keep saying shoulder bridge, into your abdominal curl. You're keeping your rib cage working down towards those hips. Now, just check that you keep your shoulders and your hips and your knees in line. So we're not kind of veering over to one side. You're pressing your hip bones into the floor. Watch that you're not tucking your pelvis, and then trying to draw those rib cages down as far as you can. And then you're going to slowly come back down to the start. So it doesn't matter how high you go. Really focusing on keeping the spine nice and long, not tucking the pelvis, just curving the upper body to activate those abdominals. Reach them down towards the hips and then lower. So you're trying to keep your legs as still as you can. So watch they don't start to come out, or watch that the knees don't draw together. Keeping them on top of those hips. Come up. And then back down. Good. We're going to do 8 more from here. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you come back down. And up. Good. 3 more to go. And in. Last 2. Good. Really try and keep those hips nice and still. Doing 1 more. Exhale as you come up. Good. And then just relax off. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Good, lovely. Okay, so now we're going to go into a little bit of pelvic stability. So placing your hands on your hips, what we want to do is just check we're not moving our pelvis from side to side or forwards or backwards. We're trying to keep those pelvises nice and still, so those hips shouldn't move. We're going to take one leg up towards the ceiling. We're going to do 5 little circles in one direction and 5 circles in the other. Now this is where you've really got to think about keeping those hips nice and still. So take one leg up towards the ceiling, check that the other foot is in line with the hip and the knee. Now the knee shouldn't be moving out or in as we do the circles. That leg should stay where it is, and our hips should stay nice and still. So draw belly button to spine. Drawing up with those pelvic floor muscles, let's just start circling that leg. So you should feel like those muscles are really kicking in to control the movement of the leg. So as soon as you feel like you're tilting your body to one side, you might have just gone a little bit too far with that circle. So let's go for 5 in one direction. 2. 3. So 4. One more. Good. And then change the direction of the circle. So this time going the other way. So we circle round. You can't lay on me. 3. Good. Really keep those hips nice and still. And one more circle. Perfect. And then just bring the leg down. Stretch it out if you need to, and then we'll go on to the other side. So from here, taking the other leg in the air. Now just check that your other leg is in line with your hips or hip. And we're not moving the leg that's on the floor out or in. We're keeping it nice and still. When you're ready, engaging those abdominals, so belly button to spine. Circle that leg round. Good. Really try and keep that pelvis nice and still. So that circle is quite slow and small. As long as you can feel like you're trying to really work hard to keep the pelvis still, not just moving the pelvis round. 2 more. Good, just taking some nice deep breaths. Good, and then change the direction. So take it to the other side, round, back, through. 2. 3. Good. 2 more circles on this side, nice and slow. And then once you finish your last one, just bring your knees into your chest. Good, nice. Okay, so we're going to now go into single leg extension. So we're just going to do 12 of these. So bringing our legs into our tabletop position when we're ready. Again, just having those arms down by your sides wherever they feel comfortable. Now we're trying to keep our spine in a neutral position. So just watch you don't flare that rib cage, lifting that spine away from the floor slightly. You want to really relax the rib cage down. Keep the knees in line with the hips. From here, you're going to extend one leg out as far as you can. Again, keep that pelvis still. Watch you don't start to tilt that pelvis. And then draw everything back to the start. Good. And then extend the other leg out. And then draw back in. Good. I'm going to do 10 alternating. 3. 4. And 5. 6. And 7. 8, 9, last one, down. Good, super. Just bringing the knees in, relaxing off. We're then going to finish off with some leg work. So we're going to come over onto our sides. Take a moment. So if you want a cushion underneath your head, or you can just use your arm. We're going to start with a side leg lift. So the bottom leg is going to be bent. Top leg is going to be straight. Have the knee and the toes facing forward. So you've got a parallel position. From here, make sure your spine's nice and long, so you're not curving and looking down towards those legs. You're going to lift your leg up, and then exhale, lower it back down. Good, 10 of these. So we're going to in, and out. Good, 3, and 4, and 5, and lower. Think about drawing up with those pelvic floor muscles as you lower that leg. 6, 7, 8, 9, good. One more. Lift and lower. Good. Super. Just take a moment. We're then going to take the leg forwards and backwards. So we want to keep the leg at hip height. Again, using those abdominals. Now, watch you don't start to curve and extend your spine. You want to keep your spine nice and still. We want to focus on abdominal and glute work here. So from this position, taking that leg slightly further forwards, watch you don't roll forward. And then exhale, you're just going to take that leg a little bit further backwards. Feel like you're really engaging that glute. Good. Inhale, let's go forwards. And back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. One more forward and one more back. 9. Good, lovely. Okay, from here, bending both legs. You're going to go into an elevated clamshell. So from here, I want you to lift your ankles off the floor, keeping your knees together to start with. And then we're going to go from this position, keep the ankles together. You're going to use those glutes to lift that top leg as high as you can. And then exhale as you bring it back to the start. Good. 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 1. Good. In. And 6 more to go. Belly button to spine. Remember, still trying to keep hold of those abdominals, drawing up with those pelvic floor muscles. 5 more. Good. Last 3. 2 more. Good. Do me 1 more of these and lift. Good, super. Bringing the legs down, you're going to take both arms out in front of you. Let's finish this series with a side lying stretch. So take the arm up towards the ceiling, follow it with your head, and then take the arm as far back as you can. Good. Hold that position. And then when you're ready, come back to the start. Good, let's do 2 more. Last one. Good, and then change onto the other side. So when you're ready, I'm just going to move like that. Take your time to come over onto the other side. Good, so we're going to start with the bottom leg bent and the top leg straight. Just check that your shoulders and your hips are stacked, and your shoulders, your hip and your foot should be nicely in line with each other. So we're still trying to really lengthen through that spine. We're going to go into our leg lift. So top leg, we're going to lift up, keeping those toes and knees facing forwards. And then exhale as you lower back down. Good. And nice deep breath in. And out. Good. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Good. 1 more. Good, lovely. And then bending the leg in for a moment. Just give it a bit of a rest. And then we're going to go into that leg swing forwards and backwards with control. So from here, you're going to take the leg out, trying to keep it at hip height. Again, nice and long with that body. Let's take the leg forward slightly. Try not to curve into that lower back. And then exhale, lengthen. Lengthen through the front of the leg as you do this. So engage the glutes, really lengthen through the front of that hip. And then swing forwards. 3. And back. 4. And 5. 6. 7, 8. Good. One more, forwards and backwards. 9. And back. Good, super. And again, bend that knee in. Just give it a little breather to start with. So just let that leg relax on top of the other for a moment. And then when you're ready, we're going to go into that elevated clamshell. So we're going to lift the ankles off the floor. Keep the ankles together as you lift that top leg. Use that glute. Think belly button to spine. Exhale as you slowly lower back down. Good. Nice deep breath in. And good. Nice deep breath in. This is 3. And out. Good. Nice deep breath in. And out. 5. And out. 6. 7. And 8. Good. 2 more. 9. And in. Last one. In. And good. And then lower the ankles. Good. Give those legs a good relax off. And then we'll focus on opening through that chest. So bringing both arms forwards. Take a nice deep breath in. Reach up towards the ceiling. And then exhale as you take the arm back. Good. Nice deep breath in. And good. Hold that stretch for as long as you want to in that open position. In. And good. Let's do 2 more. And last one. Good, lovely. Super. Okay. Going back to laying on your back, we're going to go into a little glute stretch just to stretch out those muscles we've just worked. So one leg over the top of the other. Draw the leg in towards the chest and just hold here. So just stretching out into that hip and those glutes. Good. Take some nice deep breaths. And then we'll change onto the other side. Again, just hold this position. Good. Okay, ladies, when you're ready, in your own time, let's make our way up to standing. Taking your time, rolling over onto your hands and your knees. Tucking. And then roll one vertebra at a time. So the last thing to come up is that head. Good. Once you get to the top, just give those shoulders a good roll. And then we'll finish with some deep breaths. So take the legs slightly wider. Good. We'll take a nice big deep breath in, reach up towards the ceiling, and then relax as you breathe out. Good. Nice deep breath in and out. Nice deep breath in and out. One more nice deep breath all the way in, and then relax as you breathe out. Good.